Hello, Mr. T here. In this session, the piece I would like to talk about is 1, 2, 3 by Peter Meechan from the book Shining Brass Volume 1. I've chosen this piece as it is set for Grade 1 List C. If you choose to play this piece for your grade, here are some ideas on how you could improve your marks. Firstly, let me play the melody. Yes, I agree. Not very interesting and not very musical. So how can I make it more interesting and more musical? The points I will cover are tempo, dynamics, articulation, and musicianship. Firstly, tempo. Two things to notice about tempo. Firstly, the speed at the beginning, and then look through the piece to see if this speed changes. Firstly, at the beginning, you can see it says crotchet equals 96. And what this means is the speed should be fast enough to play 96 crotchets a minute. And the best way to understand this is by using a metronome. If you don't have one, play it at a moderate speed, like this. And so on. Secondly, now have a look through the piece to see if the tempo changes. And having had a look, you will see that the tempo does not change, which is quite unusual. Now let's add dynamics to tempo. At the beginning, it says F forte, loud. Bar 8 is MF, mezzo forte, medium loud. Bar 12 and 13 have a crescendo, getting louder, into bar 14, F forte, loud. Bar 16 is MF again, and the piece ends with a crescendo to forte over the last two beats. Quite a lot then to think about as you play. I'm going to play from bar 12 to the end. Now for articulation, the tonguing and slurring. Look through the piece. Can you see any dots or little lines under the notes? Are there any curved lines? Are there any other marks? And as you look through, there are quite a few markings. Bar 3 has what look like arrowheads under the notes, and these are called accents, and you will need to tongue them quite heavily to give these notes a little extra volume at the start. These accents are also in bar 6, 7, 14, 15 and 18. I'll play from bar 5 to 7. You can hear the accents there. There are also some curved lines, and these are slurs, and you will need to play these notes without tonguing them to make them really smooth. I'll play from the end of bar 9 to bar 15. Lastly, now that we have tempo, dynamics and articulation, the technical bits, it's time to think about musicianship. What this means is thinking about what story is the music wanting you to tell through your playing. And there is not a lot to see here other than the title, 1, 2, 3, and the word moderato, which you can see at the beginning. The title links directly into the timing of the piece. Notice that it says 3/4, which means 3 crotchet beats in a bar. With the variety of dynamics, tonguing and slurring, I think it's a piece of contrasts. So try to bring these out in your playing. Try to emphasize these differences. Now the 4 points, tempo, dynamics, articulation and musicianship have been covered. I will end by playing through the piece, thinking about all of these ideas, and you will be able to compare it with the first playthrough and see the difference.